Okay, number 1, wanted you to prove that the slope from B to C is equal to the slope from C to E. This is going to be on the test tomorrow. Please pay attention. I need all eyes on the board. I don't see everybody. All you had to do was find this slope yourself. For what was the rise? I can't hear but anybody. What was the rise? 4. What was the run? Was it going up, left to right, or down? So what should it have? All right, so I go to my calculator and I simplify that, which is -2. So your answer is -2. So all you had to do is find the answer choice that gave you the same answer. So I'm going to check the left side of choice A. So I type in 0 minus 2 over 4 minus 0. That did not give me -2. Okay, so I check B. 4 minus 0 over 0 minus 2. Did that give me -2? Do I pick the answer? Not until I do what? Check the other side. So I do 0 minus 2 over -6 minus -5. Did that also give me -2? No, it did not. So that is not the answer. This gave me +2. All right, so I go check C. 2 minus 0 over 0 minus 4. That's not it. And then I check D. 0 minus 4 over 2 minus 0. Did that give me -2? Yes. Then I check this side. -6 minus 0 over 5 minus 2, and that is also -2. Do you see how they'll make one side correct and the other one not? So you have to check both sides. Excuse me. Number 2 is the exact same question. They wanted you to prove that the slope from PR is equal to the slope from RT. So the first thing you had to do was find the slope. So I do rise over run. What was my rise? 4. What was my run? 3. Was it positive going up or negative going down? That's my answer. It cannot simplify. So I check F. Did that give me -4/3? Yes. Do I pick that answer? No, I must check both sides. Did that give me -4/3? So that was my answer. All right, number 3. When it gives you a table, what are you going to use? Stat. But you had to interpret the answer choices. Everybody look at choice A. What was the clue word? That means it was solving for slope, which is M. Look at B. What's the clue word? That means it was solving for slope, which is M. C said the membership fee is $35. Is that a one-time fee? That's the y-intercept. So is this. So in y equals mx plus b, they gave you 2 that were the m and 2 that were the b. So I had to go to stat to figure out what either one of them was. I'm only going to put in 2 points, 6 and 8. All right, stat calc, option 4. The slope, I'm going to write it down, is 3.75. The y-intercept is 45. So which answer says one of those? A says the slope is 375. So that was the answer. Number 4. Gave you a graph and a table. They're the exact same information though. So which one is safest to use? The table. Where do we go? And what is it asking for? What is the slope? All right, so I go to stat edit, clear out my list. I'm only going to put in the first 2 coordinates, so 65 and 60. Stat calc, option 4. What is the slope? So when you fill this out in a bubble situation, it's going to look, like this. Let's say the decimal's here. Where will the 5 go? Before the decimal. And then what will you have to put right here? The negative. And there will be a little plus and minus sign right there to tell you that's where the negative goes. But the 5 has to go before the decimal. Okay? Number 5. Let's read the question. Which rate? Did you see what it's asking for? What does rate really mean? Slope. Should I do rise over run? Are they counting by ones? No, they're not. So what should I use? Stat. But to use stat, I have to make if you did not make a table, you need to sit up and make one. Is it passing through 0, 0? Yes. All right, let's use this one. What is the x value of this dot? 10. What is the y value? 1. Did you have to use the same points as me? No. As long as you used correct points, you will get the same slope. So stat edit. 0, 10 and 0, 1. Stat calc 4. What is the slope? 0.1. How would I write 0.1 as money? 10 cents. Remember, you can add a 0, so 10 cents was the answer. Number 6. The question says, which of these best describes the, what does rate really mean? Slope. Should I use rise over run or should I use stat based off of what they're counting by? Y. What is the y-axis counting by? 30s, and that's not safe because we might mess up, so I need a table. Is it passing through 0, 0? I need everybody sitting up. So 0, 0. It's passing through this point. What is the x value? 2. What is the y value? 30. So go to stat edit. So I have 0 and 2 and 0 and 30. Stat calc option 4. What is the slope? 15. So the answer was, do y'all see how this whole test, pretty much stat can be used? Okay, there is no reason to not do well on this exam. Number 7. Now this one was more challenging. There will not be one this hard on the exam tomorrow. But it gave you 2 different graphs. I need everybody's eyes on the board. And then it wanted you to compare the graphs. So A says the cost of each game on Thursday is 50 cents less than the cost of each game on Saturday. So let's go look. I can't even tell what it is. But what does each mean? Slope. So I would have to go find the slope of both the graphs and see if it's 50 cents less on Thursday. So I'm going to do that last and see if there's another answer that's correct. B says a person would spend $4 more to attend the fair and play 6 games on Saturday than Thursday. Well, let's go figure it out. 6 games on Saturday. Everybody go to Saturday. Go to 6 games. How much did they spend? About $23? And then go to Thursday and see how much 6 games cost. How much? 19. Did it cost $4 more on Saturday? Yes, so that might be my answer. C says the cost of each game on Saturday is $2 less. Well, no, we just said it was $4 more, so it's not that. And D says a person would spend $3 more to attend the fair and play 5 games on Thursday than Saturday. No, Saturday costs more money. So the answer was B. Number 8. What was the question asking for? The y-intercept. Where is the y-intercept found? Where it touches the? So here's your answer right there. Could you have used stat? Are you going to get -5? And I'm going to show y'all, if you use stat, you are going to get -5 because it's touching the y-axis at -5. That's your answer. But I'm going to show y'all in stat that you would get the exact same answer. So stat edit. Stat calc option 4. What is the y-intercept? -5. So if you want to use stat to be safe, you're going to get the same answer. Again, where would this go on a decimal? Before it, and then the negative would go over there, okay? Number 9. 2 more questions. Pay attention. What do you see here? A table. Can I use stat? And then it specifically said, what is the slope? So I go to stat, edit, clear it out. 1 and 2. Remember, you don't have to put in the whole table. Stat calc. What was the slope? 15. What is this answer? The y-intercept. Very good. But they asked for slope, so the answer was B. Do you see how the y-intercept's answer is there? You've got to be careful that you're not writing down the wrong answer, okay? Last question. This one asks for slope and y-intercept, so we're just going to use stat. It's going to give us both answers. What did I just do? There we go. 4 and 12, 6 and 8. Stat calc. Stat calc. What's the slope? So my M is 0.25. My B is 5. So I'm going to go, because the slopes are all given in fraction form. So I go to my home screen and I type in math fraction inner, which is 1/4. So which answer has a slope of 1/4 and a y-intercept of 5? J. Okay, your job right now is to put your answers in the Google Classroom. And once you've done that and hit submit, I want you to log into Skyward and check all of your grades.